come in and dazzle the market, and there goes the bell. So let's kick it off then, about 40 to 45 points up. That's what we're getting at the open. The Adani Group is once again roaring away. Adani Ports is up about 2.5%. Let me check some of the other stocks. Adani Enterprises up 6%. Some of the smaller names like Adani Green, Adani Total Gas, 5% straight away on most of these stocks. Adani Power, 5%. The smallest, perhaps, Adani Wilmar, 7.5%. So there's a massive Adani rally that's underway as things start off. Infosys is up 6%. BPCL's numbers are being very well received by the market, 2% up on that one. Reliance is contributing today. There's about a 0.5% up move over there as well. Some of the banks are trying to start off on the positive side. Indices is one of them, but it's still a little mixed. HDFC Bank is managing to put on some weight. Remember, it was the banks that were the spoilsport in the action yesterday. On the downside, you have SBI Life. Divi's is cooling off after its good move yesterday. Some cool off in Apollo Hospitals. But it's not a down day at all, actually. The market's picking up some momentum. 63 points up now on the index. It's really up in a way. Reliance is a big support today, and there's incremental buying on some of the IT names like Infosys. There's Bharti, which is being counted at the top side of the screen. Britannia. Lots of stocks. Nigel, as we're starting it off, this is looking like a pretty solid opening with a 60-point up move. Well, looking at the top volume-traded stocks, Surbhi, just take a look at Fusion Microfinance. That's up closer to 9%. Big move is what we're seeing out there. ITI as well, I think there was some order news that we saw. So that stock as well is up in trade. It's up closer on 5%. Palmer Lorry, we don't talk about it very often, but that as well has opened up with a gain of closer on 5%. So good going out there. A few other names that deserve mention. Let's pull up Vedanta. They have declared a big dividend of more than 18 rupees. That's the first interim dividend for this fiscal year. Market likes it. It's up closer on 1.5%. Sri Cement, the numbers a little bit disappointing, on the EBITDA front. Trades at hefty valuations as well. Management will be joining in the next 15 minutes or so. For the time being, the stock has opened up more or less flattish, 0.7% higher. Remember, yesterday it came off the high point of the day, so positioning could be such. PB Fintech, those numbers looked, it's an improving trend is what we're seeing out there. So that stock has opened up with a gain of closer around 2%. Finolex Industries, the numbers a little bit disappointing on the top line. Margins, though, I think were a little bit better. So Finolex Industries should come up for you on the screen. And HEG, Finolex down 5%. We'll be joined by the management at around 10:30 a.m. prior to their con call. And HEG as well down 3.5%. There was a whisper of a good set of numbers. It was anything but that. So we'll be joined by both these two managements later today. Just want to point out, Prashant, before I hand it to you, look at the Bank Nifty all over again. It's doing the same thing like yesterday. It's already negative. You get a great pop, a great move in the market. And for some reason, banks have a problem. Just pull up some of the names: Kotak Mahindra Bank, Axis, ICICI, most of them sulking on the downside. But it's early days. I mean, we've just kind of started. So let's see if this changes.
Absolutely. 65 points now. So this is... the move from last Friday continues on the Nifty. Yesterday was a 100-plus point gain. This morning, it's another 60 points. So, as we've been saying, it's been looking good. And it has looked good last 2 days. Now, Reliance is participating today. It's adding about 10 index points to the Nifty. So, watch out for that one. 2466 or so on Reliance. But and, of course, there is the Adani Group stocks, right? So, and I was mentioning this earlier today, that this group has not looked so good on a just sheer price move, momentum basis since, the day in March when, of course, the report came and stock started falling. Transmission is up 5%. Adani, if you can have these up, Enterprises is limit up 10%. Green is up 5%. Power is up 5%. Ports is up 5%. Adani Total Gas is up 5%. ACC, Ambuja, the cement twins are higher. They're not limit up, but 2.5% there. So it's strong, and the screen, just reading of a screen tells you that this is a space to watch out for from here on as well. So momentum seems to be back here, at least for now. Kotak Bank is, it's sulking like yesterday. It's not doing very much on the downside. Now, let me just quickly widen the horizon and look at what's happening in the broader market. Maybe any other names which we've not mentioned so far. Gland is seeing a bit of a turn. Gland completely collapsed last 2-3 days post results. It was a stock which had collapsed and then collapsed more, but it's up 4% today. Gland Pharma on your screen. Big volumes, by the way. ABFRL reported numbers 2.5% higher, 195. MCX is up 5.5% on decent-sized volumes for this point of the day. about almost 1,400 on that one. Fusion, of course, we have the management of Fusion Micro joining us a little later. Sirma and some of these contract electronic manufacturing companies I was talking about, Sirma is up another 4%. ITI is up about 7%. Balaji Amines was a stock which we were discussing at this point yesterday. Balaji sold off 10, 11, 12%. Low, I think, was 1880 yesterday, and the stock's back at about 2236, 2240 right now. So that's a very good comeback. Sona Comstar is up about 2.5%, and so on and so forth. So this is, the bulk of what's doing well on the back of very strong volumes right now. One construction name which is selling off is NCC. It's down about 5% on volumes. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. But overall, things are looking pretty okay.